Voodoo here. So the very first day of raid testing happened on Thursday. I guess you're watching this on the Friday now. And in that, we tested the first and second boss. Now today, we have some footage of the first boss with Havoc Demon Hunter. I didn't do a ton of pulls in this boss. I made it home for like the last 2 or so with my guild. The next boss, we'll have a lot more testing for, but I want to put this out for you guys anyways. So we'll go over the build, and then we'll talk about just... I want to talk about anything. We'll have just my commentary over the actual fight. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on to it. So this is the build I ended up playing. This is normal, good old Eldrachi. Good. This build is, the build's fine, honestly. It's Eldrachi that makes things kind of complicated. There's a super long opener. I don't want to go into it right now, but this is the build. You have your 2 flex points are these 2, Chaos Theory and Restless Hunter. One node has to be this or this to go down to Enemies Necessary and Chaotic Disposition. Other one can be whatever you want. You can do like this and this, or this and this, or even this and this, right? So you got some options there. You can also do Rage Fire if you're in AoE. Those are your options, really. None of them really change the rotation that much. They're just passives. On the tree here, we're taking Sigil of Spite and Soul Sigils for more soul generation, which is needed because you get more glaives. And that's basically it. Nothing too crazy. I took just the healing because like I didn't know the fights, so I don't think Blade Ward was gonna be that useful to me. And yeah, that's it. So with that, let's hop into the commentary over the video itself. So here we are with the footage, I guess. So if you want the unedited, no commentary, full thing, the whole VOD's up on my Twitch. I also highlighted this fight and then other pulls on the next fight with both Eldrachi and Felskard. So again, this is Eldrachi. Also check out G Fuel code Voodoo for 20% off. This will be everywhere because they're sponsoring me. So there you go. Well, we'll just hit play here. So this boss is the first boss. This is actually the very first boss of the instance, and he's pretty cool. So he's gonna do these things that revolve around doing like webs in the ground that do web you and stop you from being able to move. I think I get hit by one. Oh, I just dodged it somehow. But you know, those do exist. I will rewind a bit here so that you guys can see the opener that's in progress. So the opener for Havoc is very complex right now. It's about 23 or so buttons, just so you can get every single buff set up in like the perfect way. I do it properly here. It's very long. You can see I ended up bursting towards the end. Very determined on how many crits you do. Yeah, we went up to like second. We didn't quite beat the DK, but we got there. So this boss though, pretty interesting stuff. There's a web wrap that is like a knockback that also splits damage. I probably should have been in it, but yeah, you know what is what it is. And then you kind of just have to break these little sucks. If he sucks you in, you kind of just die. Again, probably should have soaked it, but this was my second pull of this boss, so I didn't. But the damage is pretty good here. So I will mess up my rotation often. There's a lot of cognitive load with Eldrachi Demon Hunter. Venom Lash is just like little like pulses of damage that go off. I step in the thing on the ground, so I get rooted, so I actually cannot do my combo. So we end up holding everything here for the combo. We'll see if we do it here. Another web wrap. Again, I don't go in it. I'm here to pump damage into this boss and practice my opener because I had not had an opportunity to do that yet. But boss is pretty simple. We'll phase him soon once he runs out of energy into the second phase. So in the second phase here, he's going to disappear and do a bunch of void stuff, which is actually pretty cool. If he ever actually does it and doesn't make me look like a liar here. Hello? Yeah. Okay, see, I just jumped into one. I wasn't really paying attention. I was very overwhelmed by the rotation, you could say. It was a lot for something I'd never done before, because I'd never really done it. Okay, here we go. So he jumps. There's something called Chittering Swarm. So now he's going to hop down like into the platform, basically. You can do full DPS during that moment. I don't know why I was. Spawns all these little web guys down. And he's going to just kind of rush across the room and do shadow void damage. Boom, anybody hit. And then all these ads are going to spawn and they die very quickly. And you just kind of kill all the ads down. And then you pick up these chunky viscera that spawn on the ground. Or viscera. I think it's viscera, but I'm not really sure. Pick those up, you get an extra action button, and then you feed that to the boss once he's through on the other side. And once you feed that to the boss, it gives you, or the boss gets rid of a 25% damage done, basically. So he's hungry right now. We call these things to feed him. And then once he's fed, he comes back out. He's angry, he's mad. He should get a little thing. And then we feed him these to increase his energy. So you see how his energy right down here is going up. And while he's hungry, he does this thing called Hungry Bellows, which puts a dot in everybody. He has a little enrage on him, but he dies pretty fast from this moment in time. It is the first boss. We're doing a lot of damage. And there's this, which is kind of a jump into the middle. he has like different mechanics while he's hungry, and then once you get him out of the hungry phase by feeding him all of the things, he goes back to the phase 1. Again, we just kill him. It's heroic, right? Nothing too crazy. So pretty cool fight. Reaver, probably the play on this. It's hard to say how long the ads will live for, right? Because it's heroic or whatever. But Reaver right now is the best single target. I think Felskar is going to be easier to play by like a pretty good margin. But I don't know if it'll be as good on single target. Hard to fully say. There are logs for this. I'll link them down below. I don't really think there's a point in looking at them. I guess we could to look at my breakdown. But overall, honestly, pretty solid boss. Pretty solid showing for the thing, I guess. I don't really know. All the webs in the ground kind of suck with it. I guess if the webs become an issue, you could see you playing like no mover or something, but whatever. We're gonna hop, we're gonna take a look at the logs, I guess, and then we'll end the video off. So here are the logs. Now, obviously this is my first time playing this spec. I didn't do an amazing job, but you can see kind of the proof of concept here, right? Like, look at this insane burst on the start of pull. Death Sweep was doing 717,000 DPS, which is a lot. The second burst we got was nowhere near as high. You certainly can do that without even needing to do the crazy, like, or without lust. You can do a lot of damage with just doing the rotation properly. I didn't. Was I in temporal whatever? I guess a bit at the start maybe, which could have done something for that. But like whatever. You do crazy damage here. Most of your damage is Death Sweep. You get some Annihilation damage as well, and then Blade Dance and Cow Strike kind of bring up the rear with the trinket. I was disappointed with the other trinket. The Phantom one only did like 3%, which is not very good. And then all the actual stuff down here does like nothing. So 9 Castle Reaver's Glaive, it did 300,000 DPS. That's pitiful. Wounded Quarry is the auto attack stuff. It hit 75 times and did almost a million, which is like nothing. The ring and the weapon didn't do a ton either, but they're both high level, so you'll take them anyways. And then Art of the Glaive is the other passive part of the hero talent tree, and it did like 3%. So most of the damage here is from Throw the Fight and from actually having that damage amp, which is certainly something. That's it for this boss. Pretty simple stuff, not too complex. So we'll take a look at the other boss we did Thursday in a video that comes in about an hour from now. I'm going to stagger them out a bit for you guys. So check that out if you want. We go over Felskar in there as well. Eldrachi has some problems. I'll probably do a video on it next week. But hopefully we see some changes. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you Sky Elk, Andrew Keenel, 100,001 Zans, Brad Wisniak, Felfa Darren Dark Terror, and Magic Man 133. Thank you all so much. If you want to help support me and help fund the channels and the videos, follow the link in the description to become a channel member and get some cool perks in the process. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.